Welcome one and all to a Train Love 16 video. Good morning, everyone. Today I have come out to the Gloucestershire and Warwickshire Railway, starting at Cheltenham Racecourse Station, and we'll be going all the way to the end of the line at Broadway, then coming back, looking around Toddington, the headquarters, for a bit, then we'll come back to Cheltenham. So the reason I'm here today is because last Saturday I was supposed to be going on a mainline steam rail tour out from London Waterloo to Exeter, but it's been postponed. We still don't have a date for a new date for the tour. So to fill in the time, to make up for the delay to the tour, we're still doing the tour eventually, but to make up for the delay to the tour, my mum agreed to take me to the Gloucestershire and Warwickshire Railway. So that's why we're here. Anyway, so this is Cheltenham Racecourse Station. We got the train out from Paddington to Cheltenham Spa and then a taxi to Cheltenham Racecourse. Thought the train was arriving already. No, it's just other sounds. So yeah, this was a pretty major station. For those unaware, Cheltenham was huge for horse racing, a sport that posh Tories love. So no wonder, with Cheltenham being such a famous horse racing town, no wonder a whole railway station was built purely to serve the racecourse. Yeah, back in the day, this station would have been flooded with horse racing men and racing enthusiasts coming by train from London and other places to watch the horse races. Now, unfortunately, line was closed, most likely under Dr. Beeching, and the link between Cheltenham Spa, the main Cheltenham station, and Cheltenham Racecourse has since been severed. But 14.5 mile section between Cheltenham Racecourse and Broadway has since been reopened under preservation. So Cheltenham Spa, the main Cheltenham town's that way, and Broadway is that way. This line used to go all the way up to Honeybourne in Warwickshire, hence its name. The preserved Gloucestershire and Warwickshire Railway doesn't actually go into Warwickshire. The terminus at Broadway is actually in Worcestershire, so really this should be called the Gloucestershire and Worcestershire Railway. But of course Cheltenham's is in Gloucestershire. So yeah, it's a lovely station, and the reason I chose this railway is A, it's only about 2 hours from London, so fairly easy to get to, and B, I mean, no long taxi rides required either, and B, I'm still in a Great Western Railway mood. So prior to my visit to Didcot 2.5 weeks ago, so yeah, I felt like coming here today. Anyway, my mum is now getting the tickets. I'll have to look to see what time the train's due in and see what happens with that. Platform 2's been nicely restored, but is it even used? I'm not too sure. Let's have a look inside the booking office.
and I'll pay for a travel.
Oh, my mum was probably gone to the loo, actually. The popularity of present Marlborough Town Racecourse led to the opening of a station to serve the racegoers on 12th of March 1912. Two 700-foot, 15-foot wide platforms to accommodate the anticipated crowds. It was eventually extended by a further 260 feet down. Yeah, I can see the longer platform. So that way towards Cheltenham, would have... There's a tunnel there that's since been abandoned and is no longer used. The line down there is now mainly used to store rolling stock. Of course, that's the direction we'll be going, towards Broadway, as I said. There's a little snack bar there. So once my mum's got the tickets, I'll check the time for when our train's due in. But I guess I'll see you guys later. Guys, you won't believe this. I literally just found out that they're not running any steam engines today, they're running diesels. It's a fire risk. But that's honestly bullshit, because the sun's not even out today, it's not even that hot. There are clouds everywhere, it's not even that hot. But yeah, I'm really cross about this. That I don't know. I'm not cross about the fact they're running diesels. I'm cross about the fact that I didn't find this out until I got here. There was a banner at the top of their website that showed it, but I didn't see it because it wasn't in the. It was at the top of the page, not in the middle. If I wouldn't have bothered coming here if I'd known they were only running diesels, I would have gone to another heritage railway. This isn't even that interesting a diesel. It's a Class 47, which well, I like. That isn't even that interesting a diesel. It's not even... And I was supposed to have gone on a rail tour, on a steam rail tour earlier. So what we're going to do now to make up for this is have a shorter day here, just go to Broadway and back without hanging around Toddington. And then we're probably going to go to the Railway Museum at Swindon, the Great Western Museum at Swindon, to make up for this. I was hoping for a trip behind either their Hall class or one of their 2800s, not a Class 47. So, one of your 2800. It's not a Class 47. Should we indicate what special events are coming? would than class 47, but this isn't even that interesting a diesel. I wouldn't mind so much if it was like a class 52 West or a 35, you know, a rarer diesel. But no, they're running a class 37 and 47 today, both very common diesels, common sights even today on the national network. It was a rarity. Come out on a steam train trip as the mainline one has been postponed. The mainline one I was thinking last week has been postponed. At least this is nice scenery. Once again, I just can't stand last minute changes. Like, I only found out it was diesels only today, 15 minutes before the train arrived. One of my things about my autism is I just can't stand last minute changes. I like to know these sorts of things far in advance. And again, the railway didn't do a good enough job putting the notice about it diesels only. They didn't do a good enough job making it clear enough on their website. Hang on, the lights have come on. I think we're about to go into Greet Tunnel. With all due respect, right, Winchcombe, I think this station is called. This is where we pass the down train. I am disappointed. Well, we've got a class 37 here. Bit more interesting than the 47, but still. mind so much if it was like a... I wouldn't mind so much if it was like a Class 35 and a Class 52 in service today. Both of which are fairly rare Western region diesels. But no, instead we've got common... We've got diesels that are common even today on the main lines. We've decided to get off at Toddington first because we were told there's a steam shed tour here at 1 o'clock, so we're gonna have lunch here now, then do the tour at 1 o'clock. Narrow gauge railway's closed today. Alright, so the train's now departing. I'm not even sure we'll be able to do the steam shed tour now because the next one's at 1:20 and the next train up to Broadway's at 1:40. I don't care.
They're in the same coach seat for the return journey. Okay.
It's not. These are the two engines I was hoping would be in service today. Number 3850 and 2807. The two Great Western 280 freight engines. Well, these two, or the Hall class in the shed there. Both these engines, 2807 and 3850, they both look ready to go, so these are probably the two engines that the railway would be running today if they weren't so stupidly overly safety conscious. Hang on, what's this? Looks like there's a bit of shunting going on the narrow gauge railway. Yet another diesel. Just backing up down there. Even a peak or that Class 50 there would be more interesting than the 47 and 37 that's running today. Even these two, the 45 and the Class 50, would be much more interesting today. Right, the Class 47's just come back from Broadway. It's now departing. So much less interesting than if those two Great Western freight engines were running today. Those two that looked as though they were just begging to be steamed up. Don't think I've even been pulled by a full-scale Great Western 280 before, and I was so sure today would finally be the day. Even if it was just one steam engine and one diesel running today, I wouldn't mind, but no, it's both diesels.
That was running on Sunday
Why not today?
because it's owned by an individual and they have to come up with it.
Oh, it's privately owned, I see.
Owned, yeah.
He has a question. You can ask him what it is.
Yeah.
No.
The space you're asking him, he wouldn't know.
No.
Yes, yeah, so if you really must run diesels, I would have preferred your Class 45 and Class
Would have been
50.
if it had been fixed. So.
Oh. Yes,
Not your day.
yes, but but I do like the Class 50s though. They're my third favourite
See how
diesels.
they'll give the signal.
Yeah, that's a good engine.
But with my second favourite being the Class 55 Deltics and my favourites being the Class 43 HSTs.
Yeah, we never had an HST up here. We never had a Delta.
Right.
If you
So that's a steam engine.
yes,
What the
2800.
steam there, and there's these two a diesel. That one's a diesel.
Yeah, that's a diesel. Sorry,
yeah,
a
they're all
diesel. Sorry.
diesels.
Yeah.
Yes.
The steamer over there.
Yeah.
Must
They
Yeah, we'll show
can't
you-
run
there's more in the sheds. We'll show you them in the shed.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to
It's
seeing those
explaining that they can't run diesels because they
Yeah,
give
yeah,
off
yeah.
sparks.
Correct.
steam engines.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you can see with
It's
the
too
fields
dry.
there. I know it's
Yeah.
it's been harvested, but it's still very brown everywhere.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, lovely. Oh, it's got a Railway 200 headboard on
To
it.
me, that looks like a really interesting diesel engine.
Well, I do like the Class 37s, but there are better ones. There are better diesels. Yeah, I know the token. Yes, I can see it. There we go. Mm.
So that token's lost. We have to do a good pilot and working. So you have to confirm there's no trains in section. Then they ask whether the bands of staff to act as the tokens you physically have to get on the way and not on bands as working there. And unless you're on the train, it cannot go. So you physically have to take the bands.
Exactly.
If they started pilot and working now, so we don't do it. Get off, we're going to see the box, so trains can be it's a lot to happen. So if I'm on the train,
Okay, so I'm currently on a tour of the engine sheds and I'm in the cab of Virgin Navy. Big empty firebox. Big empty.
Oh yeah, just be careful.
Water gauges, regulator, reverser, air brakes. Yeah, I know. Oh, yes. Wow.
So big, isn't it? Wow, look at
Enormous cab. £10,000. Nice.
steam engines would have lost a lot of copper, so they would be fairly cheap to be built. A lot of copper would have gone. So to replace it's expensive.
Can I just go up to where the concrete ends? I'm not going to go on the ballast, but I'm not going to go on the ballast. I'm sorry you're not out today, 3850. I would have loved a ride behind you today. Oh, and then 2807 I would have been nice to travel behind today. Well, I've just bought something else to cheer me up. This Hall class, Cognium Hall, which I'll definitely be running this in the next running session. Anyway, guys, I'm now going to go and have a look in the display signal box. Let's have a look in this little museum. Oh, it's mainly toys and games and things in here. It's one of those squish a penny things.
Hey, look, you figured out how to do it.
Oh no, it's a game.
That's a twist there.
Early version of pinball.
This Class E
Old video
locomotive still
being
works on
played
London
there.
transport today. After withdrawal in 1964, it was preserved. It's been used in the
I won.
1990s in special schemes
I won again.
of London transport networks.
you think I'm lucky?
Lawnmower, isn't it? Oh, it's being played on a laptop. Very nice. Lovely stuff. Nyeh, nyeh, nyeh. Toddington narrow gauge railway. Hedgehogs. Demonstration signal box. I haven't done this yet. Oh look, it moves that little
And this one does that.
line side signal display there. It moves the bottom one as well. I don't think the top one moves though. Top one of those line side signals moves though. Oops. The yellow lever moves the yellow distance signal. Place it to caution. Green. Green. Caution. Pull the signal up to mark line clear. And then push it back down for danger. Up for line clear. Down for danger. Same with the distant caution signal. Slow down. Up means line clear. Straight like that with a yellow signal means caution. All clear, danger. All clear, caution. Then the ones on the bottom, those smaller ones on the bottom, they were for like shunting purposes. You'd see them in shunting yards. Also the interlocking concept which I explained in the 2 Didcot railway vlogs I've done. Lovely stuff. Right. The train back should be here fairly soon. Didn't notice this before. This is a very nice display of signs and memorabilia. We've got old horns, oil lantern, oil cans and lamps, gradient signs, sound whistle board, 50 speed limit sign. Got an old documentary playing there on another laptop. More lamps, some headboards and number boards, a not to be moved sign, level crossing sign. An old saw as well, a shovel, old point lever, old flag. Even like a teapot thing there, and some fake fruit and other food and drink as well. What's all this fake food for? There's even some suitcases and whatever this gear thing is. Very nice collection of railway memorabilia. Vegetation, fields are farming neighbours. Not permitted to travel with an e-scooter. What's in here? Okay. Oh, they've got little sheeps in here. There's sheep everywhere. Winchcombe, Winnie, Toddington, Tom. Oh, this is Winchcombe, Winnie, the sheeps. Pens and pencils. Trump cards, all sorts of train sets and things around here. Our diesel's coming. Diesel's coming. This lens is so damn sensitive. This lens is so damn sensitive. At least it's got a good livery. I do like this Brunswick King livery as well. Alright, we're on our way back now, behind the Class 37. Slightly better diesel than the 47, slightly more interesting diesel than the 47, but still, it's no 2800 or Hall. At least the 37s have way better engine sounds than the 47s. I think we're at Winchcombe already. As I said, guys, I'm going to come back in 1 or 2 months for a proper ride behind the steam trains. And I'll go all the way to Broadway next time and not only go as far as Toddington. I didn't go to Broadway today because we decided to do the steam locomotive shed tour instead, which was nice. I'll go all the way to Broadway next time. The shed tour really cheered me up. At least I'm travelling back behind a slightly better diesel. Anyway, we've arrived at Winchcombe already. Okay. both the 47 and this train are leaving now. Away. Well, at least the Class 37, I will admit, at least the Class 37 has a more interesting engine sound than the 47. Very purry. Coming up on Greek Tunnel now. I will. 693 yards. Oh, we're pounding into the tunnel. See on the other side where the tunnel used to be tunnel. The trio have joined me again today. They're in a better mood than I was earlier, but they're still not happy about the last minute sudden change from steam to diesel. Alright guys, yeah, I was looking forward to a steam locomotive ride today as well.
Cheesy pig in a blanket and a dark moldy plastic flavor.
Diesels are nice, but like train lover, I just wasn't in a diesel mood today. Nor was I. Though I do like the Class 37 that's pulling us right now. I do as well, though again. I was also hoping for steam today. Yes, I'm glad you all agree. I also agree with what train lover said about the railway's website not making it clear enough about there being no steam locomotives running at the moment. The message about that, as he said, was too small and not noticeable enough. Exactly, Spyro it was. And I was in too much of a bad mood earlier, guys, to appreciate all this scenery you're seeing out of the window right now. This is lovely scenery. It would just be so much better to travel through this lovely scenery behind steam locomotives. Although I will humbly admit, as I said earlier, I do like the sound of the Class 37's engines. It does have a better engine sound than the 47 that's running today, and it sounded absolutely amazing in the tunnel as we went through it.
There's a woman coming in tomorrow to give us a lecture in sexual harassment in the workplace. Well, I work for right there and
I'll tell you later. The scenery when we saw it at the time, but it's an inappropriate
Toddington,
This is pretty.
I wasn't, yes. I wasn't really properly appreciating this station before, because again, I was in too much of a bad mood. These are lovely, right over there, the Cotswold Hills far in the distance. I didn't notice these before either, because again, A, I was a bit too angry, and B, I don't think visibility was quite as good earlier. But yeah, those are lovely. Those new houses being built there, like, look like a modern twist on traditional farmhouses. Very cool indeed. 27 miles an hour in general isn't that fast, but yeah, for a heritage railway, 28 is quite fast. Yeah, the average speed for heritage railways is 25. It's a 25. Sometimes they go a bit faster. Is given far better more than the 47. Okay, I think we're coming up on Cheltenham Racecourse. Despite today not going exactly to plan, with the diesels running and not going all the way to Broadway at the end of the line today to do the engine shed tour instead, I've still enjoyed today, and the engine shed tour did cheer me up, made me feel a lot better. Got to wear a nice orange high vis as well on that tour, which I really liked. I believe 37's now running round. See, at least the 37 is slightly more interesting and has an engine sound slightly better than the 47, but still, neither are any Great Western locomotive. Just a hedge. Well, that's what I thought it was called. But the technical term for a piece of there it is. Oh, looks like they're looking over the engine. Well, that's going to do it for this vlog, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all enjoyed this vlog more than I enjoyed my day here today, because yeah, it didn't quite go to plan. Hopefully when I come here again, it'll be a much better day. Thanks again for coming to this vlog, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. Please like, comment, share this video with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to me, TrainLover16, if you haven't already, to stay tuned for my upcoming content. And also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Blue Sky. Join my Discord server. Check out my eBay profile. Go and buy my novel, The Spy and the Superdog, if you haven't already. And I will see you all in my next video. Goodbye, everyone.